Hello, my name is Jonathan Martin with FarrWest. Today we'll be discussing the ToxiRAE Pro, fresh air calibration and span calibration with the ToxiRAE Pro cradle. Let's get started. We have the ToxiRAE Pro unit from Rae Systems. It's a 2-button operation. You have the power button and the Y plus button. To turn the unit on, you hold down the power button for a few seconds. The Rae Systems logo will start up on the menu. It will give you the version of the firmware, what kind of unit it is, and after a brief startup, it will take you into the live reading mode. And in order to communicate with the AutoRAE 2, you have to scroll through the menu by hitting the power button a few times. You will see the peak, the time and date, and the wireless if you have the wireless set up. And also the measurement gas and calibration gas used for the meter. In intercommunication mode and stop measurement, hit the Y plus button or the yes button. And your unit is now ready to communicate with the AutoRAE 2 controller. Here we have the ToxiRAE Pro cradle. It's a very simple operation. To unseat the unit, there's a lever on top that you can unlock it. We also want to make sure that you have constant power plugged into the unit, and also that your gas is in the gas inlet number 1, as you can see here. And for the gas, you want to make sure that you have a bottle of methane or CH4 at the 2.5% by volume or 50% of the LEL. Now grab your ToxiRAE Pro in the communication to be ready mode. Once again, before you seat it into the unit, make sure everything is hooked up and properly working. Turn it upside down, and as you see, the red light turns on. That means it's charging. And then you just snap down the hammer. And you will also notice that the bump and cal buttons are illuminating. And then once it's communicated, they both illuminate green. And then you can pick either bump or the calibrate button to whichever one you want to use. For this option, we will use the calibrate button. And you will notice that the bump light goes away and the cal light is illuminating. This calibration process will take approximately 2 minutes to calibrate the unit for you. You will hear one tone during the process, and that's the unit testing the volume of the buzzer. And then you will also hear 3 beeps, and that will tell you that the unit has passed calibration. When it's passed calibration, it will do a solid green light on the cal. To unseat the unit, you want to hit that lever and then take the unit out. And then to get it back into live reading mode, you want to scroll down with the power button until you see the words exit. Then you hit the Y plus button, and then you want to return to normal mode. Here you hit the Y plus button again, and then it will say sensor initializing, and then you are ready to go. Now we're going to do the fresh air calibration on the ToxiRAE Pro. When the unit is in the live reading mode, you want to hold down the power and the Y plus button together at the same time for a couple of seconds. In order to do the fresh air calibration, there is going to be no password. So you can hit the power button to scroll over the cursor until it's over the word OK, then hit the Y plus button to accept that password. Now you're in the calibration menu. You want to scroll down with the power button until the cursor is over 0 calibration, then hit the Y plus button to accept it. And then it says apply 0 gas. That is going to be ambient air that's in a fresh air environment. So you're going to hit the Y plus button. And then once the calibration is complete, it will give you the 0 calibration reading of the 0% LEL. And then to exit out of the calibration menu, hit the power button to scroll down to the word exit, then hit the Y plus to select, and then you're back in live reading mode and your unit is ready to be used.